Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. That's right, it's back to the penitentiary mind state, my friends. And the coffee sipping, that's right. Check it out. We're going to be talking about today is chilling with other races in the penitentiary, alright? I spoke about this quite a bit, and a lot of people that have been viewing my content since the beginning know that in Virginia, the prisons, you can intermingle with other races, okay? But check it out. There are racial things going on even in the Virginia State Penitentiary. And everyone knows that's been watching my content since the beginning. California works totally different. In those West Coast penitentiaries, they work totally different. You got to run with your own race to survive and all this, that, and the third. Well, not over here in Virginia, but it does have some racial tension. Now check it out. I'm going to tell y'all a couple stories and also some situations that I've been through in prison where I've dealt with other races and some things that other races have said to me that didn't fly. You know what I mean? And there's a certain word that everyone uses out here on the streets, and I don't have no problem with it. I mean, you can call me whatever kind of name you want to call me. It ain't going to bother me. You know what I mean? But there is a very common word used out here in the streets that in prison that I found very racist in a way, all right? And I know a lot of y'all might disagree, but I'm going to tell you exactly why I find it to be racist. Be quiet, Lucy. Lucy hates sneezes. Every time I sneeze, she attacks me. I don't understand it. I don't know. But anyways, excuse me, pardon moi. All right, so check it out. Even over here in Virginia, where the race factor isn't really huge, it is still very racist, okay? A lot more racist in the Virginia prison system than if you were on the streets in Virginia, okay? You will see a huge difference when it comes to race, all right? Most black dudes hang out with their crowd. Most white guys hang out with their crowd. But you will see a mixture all the time, especially when it comes to petty stuff like trading or running, football pools, stuff like that. Look, I seen an episode of 60 Days In, and this happened almost identically to what I've seen in a Virginia prison. I think this was a Georgia jail where this happened on 60 Days In, all right? There was a white guy who was running a pool for football, okay? And a pool is people that gamble on football, stuff like that. A bunch of people put a bunch of food into one bag, and they usually give you a little piece of paper with the teams on it, and you circle which teams you think is going to win by how many points, and you give it to the guy that's running the whole pool. And at the end of it, whoever gets the closest gets all the food. And typically in states over here on the East Coast, anyone can put it in there, okay? It ain't just all money's good money, okay? It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, doesn't matter. If you got some money, throw it in the bag, you get yourself a ticket. And I can guarantee you that's not how it runs over there on the West Coast. I don't know if you want to call that more dangerous or more safe, In my eyes, over here in Virginia, it could be a lot more dangerous dealing with everybody as a whole, you know what I mean? But over on the Cali side, of course, one person mouths off to the wrong race, everyone's going to jump into it, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to back up their own race. It doesn't happen like that so much over here in Virginia. It's more along the lines of gangs, okay? You run your mouth to one gang, everyone from that gang is going to, they're going to battle. It's more about the street gang thing. But check it out. Back to the story. 60 Days In, there was this guy, he was running a pool. White dude, he was running the football pool. And someone from the Bloods stole all the food. Well, guess what? And they had food from other blocks in that bag, all right? They were sliding food underneath the door because in cell blocks and a lot of jails, all they have is one door that separates from one block to another. So people will slide notes and food underneath that door or scream through the crack to talk to the people on the other side. So this pool had all food from 2 blocks, all right? And the blood dude that stole the bag, actually stole the other blood's food from the other cell block. You see what I'm saying? But the white dude is running the pool. Well, guess what? What do you think happened? Okay? The other bloods, the higher ranked bloods in the other cell block, even though they can't get to these bloods, they're still a part of this organization of bloods, all right? So he was like, bro, you better give homeboy the bag. My food's in there too. Give homeboy bag and leave it be. Now, I've seen almost the exact same thing happen over here in the state of Virginia, okay? Hispanic dude, well, he was mixed, okay? He was running the pool and someone stole the whole bag. Well, guess what? And it wasn't no gangs, okay? It wasn't no gang telling another gang to give it back. This was just straight up, civilians, I guess you could call them. They were just non-gang members. They're like black, white, Hispanic. They all went up to the dude and was like, bruh, we're all going to beat the hell out of you if you don't give homeboy the food back. And guess what? He ate some of the food already, okay? So not only did he have to give all that food back, but he had to go run around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to find a honey bun, 2 sodas, and a soup or something to replace what he ate. You know what I mean? So a piece of advice to anybody that might get locked up in Virginia or Georgia, because it seems as though they work in a kind of the same fashion, okay? And a lot of other states in the East Coast, it doesn't matter if it's a white dude running the pool. You got to remember there's all kinds of colors of food, okay? Everybody has their food in that pool. It's not just the white dude's food. You know what I mean? And keep in mind why I'm saying white dude, all right? A lot of people, that's going to be my next topic, but check it out. Do not think for a second, just because the white dude's running the pool, you can get over on him, okay? There's a lot of other races' food in that pool, and that's a fact. Now over there in the Cali side, that crap ain't never going to happen. You ain't never going to see a white dude freaking running a football pool with all kinds of, I mean, if it does happen, shoot. I've never heard anything of that nature. You know what I mean? If y'all have seen something like that, anybody out there that views my content from Cali, if you've seen something like that, please leave it in the comment section. But I can almost guarantee 100% that does not happen over there on the West Coast. You know what I mean? The blacks have their own football pool, the whites have their own football pool, so forth and so on. But check it out. This is something that I really wanted to talk about, all right? A lot of people say, I watched a video yesterday and it brought me to this topic, all right? It was a crazy video. It was called, go watch it. It's called Crips Make Justin Bieber Do Push-Ups. Something along those lines. Go check it out. It was actually pretty cool to see old Bieber in the hood playing basketball and doing push-ups and stuff, and he even sings without anything, He's actually got a lot better of a voice than I thought he did, and believe it or not, hey, I don't know if y'all ever turn on the radio and catch Justin Bieber playing. For some reason, I just end up, dancing a little bit, man. That guy's got some rhythm. His music are hits, man, even though I wouldn't bump it on a regular basis. Just roll up my windows at nighttime when nobody's seeing me. I'ma crank it a little bit, you know what I mean? But check it out. In this video, this Crip dude, he was like, yo, look, check it out, man. Justin Bieber, white boy, white boy. I'm like, what? Of course he's white. Everyone knows he's white. Why are you saying white boy like that? That sounded very, very racist. And that brings me to why I do not like that word. I mean, you could call me white boy all you want. All you want. I don't give a damn, you know what I mean? But let me tell you something, okay? In prison, the word boy is pretty much saying gump or sissy, which is you are a homosexual, which is very... You do not say those words to a straight man in prison. Those are fighting words, okay? Those are fighting words. But why do they say white boy, okay? I'm not no boy. I'm not a boy, you know what I mean? I'm a man, I'm a guy. You can call me dude, white guy. But don't call me white boy. Okay, especially in the penitentiary. I mean, it ain't fighting words, but I'll straighten it right there. You know what I mean? I'll be like, look, bro, I'm not no white boy. Okay, I'm not a boy. I would stop that stuff in its tracks. You know what I mean? I'll be like, look, bro, I'm a white dude, white guy. Don't call me white boy. I know you say it. I know everybody says it a lot, but don't say it to me, man. I don't like that word. That's how I would straighten it real fast, quick fast, and in a hurry in the penitentiary. See, this is another thing. In prison, if you don't straighten something immediately, it's going to keep on happening and get worse. Just like a bully in high school, you better straighten that crap right off the jump. If not, it's just gonna be much worse. If you got a problem with something, don't hide yourself and meek down and humble yourself. No, you need to straighten it. But yeah, the word white boy, I really do not like it. You know what I mean? I mean, do you hear anybody going around saying black boy, a brown boy, Hispanic boy, whatever you want to call it? You don't hear that. Why don't you hear that? When I address someone like that and I don't know their names, I'm saying, yeah, he was a black dude. You know what I mean? You won't ever hear anybody saying black boy. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe it's just the way society has formed that word. But I do not like that term. And like I said, because the word boy in prison is pretty much calling that person a homosexual. Okay? If you hear anybody in prison say, that dude's a boy, he's a gump, he's a punk, he's a sissy, all those terms are referring to him as a gay dude. You know what I mean? And those are fighting words in prison. I cannot stress that enough. I don't care what prison you go to. Those are fighting words for a straight man. You know what I mean? And I'm sure some gay dudes don't even like to be called a punk or a gump. I can almost guarantee it. They'll swing on you too. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully this will make you look at the word white boy from a different perspective. I know if you go to the penitentiary, you would definitely look at it from a different perspective. And a lot of black dudes, they don't say it in a racial way. They don't mean to say it like that, but some really do. Go watch that video I just told you about, Justin Bieber doing push-ups for the Crips. Why would he have to strongly mention white boy? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Justin Bieber's here, you know what I mean? White boy. Why you gotta say that for? Why? Why do you have to stress the fact that he's a white boy? Everyone can see he's white, you know what I mean? So it just, that kind of, it's mind-blowing. And I know a lot of y'all might watch the video and think otherwise, you know what I mean? But I do have a lot of black viewers, African-American viewers, and remember, when I say black, white, brown, I'm not saying it in a racist way, man. I'm not going to sit here and say African-American every time. I'm white, okay? Even though I'm not really white. I'm mixed or whatever you want to call it. It's not in a racist way, all right? But I do know I have a lot of African-American or black viewers. Please give me your input and comment on this whole white boy scenario. Can you honestly sit there and tell me that people use the word white boy in a bad sense at times? Now look, remember, it's all in the context and the intention of saying the word, okay? Let's say white dude's playing basketball, he dunks on me, and you hear someone say, dang, white boy's got game, you know what I mean? He's saying it in a positive way. But there's other times, a lot of times, you'll hear this phrase, white boy, in the penitentiary. It's not in a positive sense, okay? It's in a lowering demeanor. And for real, if you do your research, there's a lot of historical baggage behind the word boy, even back down to the slave owner days, okay? For real. Just do your research. But the reason why I brought it up is because of this video that I saw the other day. I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's messed up. Why are you going to say it like that for? You know what I mean? And you're going to hear that term a lot in prison. But like I said, it's all on how you're saying it, whether it's positive or negative. Just like white dudes go out here in the streets that I chill with, and I'm sure a lot of other people chill with, they drop the N-bomb, not in a racist way. They're referring to them as their homeboys. You know what I mean? But you ain't never going to say that in the penitentiary. You ain't never going to refer to any of your black friends with the N-bomb in the penitentiary, my friend. I don't care what prison you're in. I mean, I'm sure it happens every now and then. You know what I mean? But for real, for the most part, 99% of the time, you will never refer to your black friends with the N-bomb. That's just how it goes in the penitentiary. And that's one thing that I learned very quick in jail. Because I went to jail for the first time and I was dropping N-bombs left and right like I was still on the streets. You know what I mean? I got checked really quick and I never said that word again. But to sum everything up, can you mingle with other races, especially in the state of Virginia? Hell yeah, you can. Is there huge race factors in the state of Virginia? Yes, there is, okay? Better believe the racism is cranked up a few levels when you step up into the penitentiary. It's not like the streets. The race factor is always going to be elevated once you step foot into any penitentiary, okay? That's how it might be stronger on the West Coast, a lot stronger, but at the same time, even over here on the East Coast, the race factor is still there. So anybody that's watching my content that might be facing some time, keep this in mind. You know what I mean? It's a very important factor when doing time in the penitentiary. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this early morning video. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done it already, and go check out my wife's YouTube channel. I haven't got no content up there, the profile pic or any banner, anything. Just reserve your seats and hit that subscribe button now. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section below. I'm gonna pin it. Let's get her up to at least 1,000. I think we got 560 subscribers on her channel just last night. So let's get up to 1,000 and see. Look, here's the thing. A lot of people might think I'm trying to double dip in the YouTube game. Okay, in a sense, you kind of can. But look, my wife, okay, and every wife out there that's a stay-at-home mom. There are plenty of women out there that stay at home and take care of their kids, but there's no greater feeling to stay at home and for that woman to make her own money, okay? If you go read in the book of Proverbs, I know a lot of people don't believe in the Bible and all this, that, and the third. Well, guess what? I do, all right? Now go read the book of Proverbs. It's one of the best books in the Bible. It will teach you almost anything and everything about life when it comes to women, all right? And the very end of it, it's a role model woman, okay? And guess what? She's making her own money. You know what I mean? She ain't just sitting at home cooking and cleaning. She makes her own money and supports her family as well. And that's how every woman deep down feels that's been staying at home cooking and cleaning all day for 7 years straight. Making your own money will make you feel better about yourself, whether it's just $100 or $200, it doesn't matter. You're at home taking care of the kids, you still want to make your own money and go get your nails done with your own money without having to deal with your husband or something like that. And that's why I'm doing it, okay? She is going to be a stay-at-home mom. We are going to homeschool our kids, but, you know, a lot of women also think like this. I can't, you know, let's say they're in an abusive relationship and their husband makes all the money, they're a stay-at-home mom. They are scared to leave the house because they have no kind of income, okay? That's the main reason why they stay there, for, you know, to be comfortable, okay? They don't have no way to survive without that man. Well, guess what? Start making your own freaking money. That way, if something does happen, you can depend on yourself, lean on yourself, and make things happen. You could save up your money in case of emergencies, anything. Go get your nails done, whatever the case is. Having this sense of dependency on your own is the best feeling in the world. And that's the main reason why I'm getting her to start her own YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And she has a lot of good material that she's going to bring to the females. Okay, there's a lot of females out there that are in the same kind of relationships that me and Brittany have been through. Okay, I can almost guarantee you our relationship since the beginning is probably one of the most common type of relationships in America to this day. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We were crazy. We were wild. We fought back and forth, and believe it or not, a lot of people think that couples don't ever have problems. I'm telling you, when you start throwing years into the relationship, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna butt heads, and we have, you know, and we've worked through it, and we still butt heads. And this is the type of stuff that women need to hear, and men at times. You know what I mean? This is a woman's perspective. So go subscribe to her channel, show some love, and you're also gonna see me quite a bit on there as well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the one recording a lot if she goes out in public and stuff like that. I'm gonna be the one holding the camera. So you'll also see a little bit of death up in the channel. You know what I mean? But anyways, do not forget to check all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Blackout, come join the squad, man. Getting it in. It's double XP all weekend. And someone left a comment saying, man, when are you going to grow up and stop playing video games? Shut the freak up, fool. I ain't never going to stop playing video games. And I am grown, boy. Don't ever disrespect me or Call of Duty like that again. You know how many people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars by playing video games? This is 2018, bro. Video games has stepped their game up, and they're just going to keep on stepping their game up, and that's a fact. Get with it or get freaking lost. But anyways, as always, I want to salute to every last one of you who have been supporting me since the beginning, and everyone who is just now hitting that like and subscribe button, man. Y'all be easy out there. And always remember, ladies, get out there and make your own living. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you can do it. Okay, there's plenty of different avenues that you can make your own art, anything from online, from the computer, at home. Okay, make your dreams come to life as well.